perfectly good.
Miss Finster! Artie Kid's drawing ugly pictures on the blacktop!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most insufferable and irredeemable characters from kids' TV series.
This castle is in unacceptable condition!
Number 10, Spencer Walsh, Good Luck Charlie. While Good Luck Charlie gave us tons of great lessons and even more laughs, they really dropped the ball with Spencer. They spent most of the first season building up his relationship with Teddy, only to turn him into we'll let the girls take this one.
Spencer Walsh is her two-timing pig.
A storyline about infidelity isn't one we're against exploring, but it feels problematic that the two end up back together by the end of season 2.
Teddy, you're the one I want to be with.
There can certainly be nuances with respect to themes of growth and forgiveness here, but a show for kids should have taken the opportunity to hammer home the message that cheating is never okay. Number 9, Preston and Priscilla Northwest, Gravity Falls. Judging from Pacifica's character, we know the Northwests can't possibly be good people, but it isn't until the episode Northwest Mansion Mystery that we really see how terrible they are.
Preston, I must say, the guest list for this year's party has so much diversity.
Yes, a nice mix of millionaires and billionaires. Put the oyster fork at an angle. We're not animals, man.
Pacifica is treated more like their little plaything, forced to obey their every command at the sound of a bell, rather than their only daughter.
High standards are what make the Northwest family great.
Funny, I thought it was lying about founding the town.
Don't touch that.
Lying seems to be in their blood, as not only did they lie about their ancestry, they also lie to Dipper about the ghost haunting their home. In fact, towards the end of the episode, they're prepared to hide away in the panic room while the ghost sets fire to their mansion with everyone still trapped inside. At least they don't go unpunished.
Oh wow, that's a great offer! How about instead I shuffle the functions of every hole in your face?
Number 8, Robbie Shapiro and Rex Powers, Victorious. Are we the weirdos for having major beef with a kid and his puppet? Looking back on the show, there's a stream of bizarre, inappropriate, and just straight up mean comments, constantly spewing from Rex. Sometimes the misconduct even comes directly from Robbie.
I just really need the comfort of a woman.
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
A lot of the Victorious characters are problematic. We're looking at you, Jade. But at least she's not pretending to be someone she isn't. Robbie has nice guy written all over him.
Hey,
Hi. Hey! Hello! Female, yes?
The episode, Rex Dies, would have been the perfect opportunity for some character growth, but of course the show kept to its format and largely suffered for it. We're rivaling Justin Russo in the late seasons of Wizards of Waverly Place here.
Harper, I was just being a nice guy. There was no coming back for Zeke. I think the Griffin ate him. I've made my peace with it. You should too, let's go.
Number 7, Dora Winifred, D.W. Reed. Arthur. There's no shortage of brats in children's TV, but D.W. gives them all a run for their money.
And you want me to fail? My own brother.
no, I don't.
Then you will make a fake axe and we will practice the scene until we get it right.
Even as kids, we couldn't take the sight and sound of her temper tantrums. While her age may call for a little grace, it can be argued her parents give way too much of it. They seem to constantly prioritize her well-being over Arthur's and let her get away with way too much. And DW's worse off for it.
You know what, Francine? What? Go! Oh, I'm too tired to think of any more mean things to say.
The one thing about the writers of this show, though, they didn't often let uncalled for behaviour slide without a scathing burn from other characters.
You're going to give us credit this time, right?
I don't think that's going to be possible.
I don't get it. You're rich, you have everything. Why do you cheat for something like cookies?
You don't know what it's like to be me. I have a reputation as a dishonest rat.
Number 6, Lyla Rossi, Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Of course, being coached by an Olympic gold medalist would have been awesome, but I had to turn it down. Pro tennis wouldn't have left enough time for my charity work.
How does one teenager come to be so manipulative? It's possible we'll get some backstory to Lila's character in future seasons, but as of season 5, this girl is in every Miraculous fan's black book. The way she's able to spin a web of lies is downright impressive. But taking on a whole new identity, that's next level stuff.
Yes! I moved heaven and earth so I could be back just in time for the teacher's rep meeting. It would have been such a shame if your favorite delegate were missing.
Her partnering up with Chloe, or using her as a show puppet more like, allowed us to witness firsthand how she operates. It's masterful, and something tells us she'll be an even bigger challenge to defeat than Hawkmoth. Here's to hoping she gets her comeuppance.
I look forward to seeing you again, Marinette Dupin Change.
At some point. Number 5, Deirdre Hortense, Dodie Bishop, as told by Ginger.
Oh, Ginger! You have totally destroyed my big moment! Your big moment humiliating people?
The thing about Dodie is that she's supposed to be Ginger's friend, and the show tries to portray her as a good person. But good people don't do things like expose everyone in the school who has lice over the intercom, or pretend to break their leg for attention. She's constantly seen throwing everyone and anyone, even Courtney Grippling, under the bus if it means upping her social status.
Why did the whole school need to know? They would have found out anyway, but thanks to you, I've cut 24 hours to suffer. Ginger, it's a hot story.
A selfish wannabe with zero loyalty, Dodie is constantly getting on our last nerve.
Macy, think about it. I can't tell Dodie anything anymore. It'll end up in the morning announcements. Where's the friendship in that?
We always wish Ginger and Macy would have just ditched her already, or at least not have been so quick to forgive. Number 4, Vicki, the Fairly OddParents.
Wow, I've never seen you so miserable! I should take another picture.
While Vicki originally starts out as an entertaining villain and one we all love to hate, she's eventually taken to a caricaturish extreme.
You left, and that's not all. He broke your vase, precious family portrait, torched your piano.
Around season 5, the violence is so over the top, it's difficult to find the humour, and we sort of just end up feeling bad for Timmy and resenting Vicki. Her character was actually pushed so far that at some point the writers weren't really sure what to do with her anymore, and she was gradually written out of the show.
Really? No! These are my shoes that need to be shined. These are my clothes that need to be washed. And this is my homework that needs to be done.
How many times can you try to murder the kid you're babysitting before you end up in the slammer anyway? Number 3, Earl of Lemongrab, Adventure Time.
I am not Grease! This is unacceptable!
If the screeching voice wasn't bad enough, well, let's be honest, it is bad enough. As far as unnerving cartoon characters go, Lemongrab might just nab the number 1 spot.
Brother, stop that!
He always seems to be upset, which doesn't help our poor ears any. And he has a mighty sense of authority for someone who doesn't understand social cues or emotional regulation. His storylines don't do him any favours either, with clone brothers, rampant starvation, and, worst of all, candy cannibalism. Even the way he's animated gives us the heebie-jeebies. Ugh. Number 2, Randall Weasel, Recess. Even his name evokes snitch behaviour. All we ever want is for the gang's plans and pranks to play out smoothly. This kid always has to throw a wrench in things. Even though Miss Finster is supposed to be the one to look out for, it's Randall who perpetually irks us.
Good work, boy. Go to the office and requisition the hose. And while you're there, pick something you like from last year's Lost and Found box as a reward.
Ah yes, perks.
By tattling on anyone and everyone, Randall secures himself some small tokens of appreciation from Finster, but make no mistake, he pays for it in other ways.
Snitch! Tattletale! Loser!
Tattle loser!
Hey, quit it! Little jerks! Whoa! Ow! That hurts!
Funnily enough, in Season 4 we learn that weaseling actually runs in the family.
I'm not sure, Father.
Did I just see you mastermind the writing of a forged note?
Yes, Father.
To help one of your closest friends out of a very serious jam?
That's right, Father. One of my closest friends.
I see. Miss Finster! Miss Finster!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Caillou.
Let's make toast. We can cut it into little duckies, like Grandma does.
No! I don't want to make duckies! That's for babies!
It's beyond us how this show even lasted as long as it did, with a protagonist who's so universally hated, even among kids. It seems like nothing ever goes smoothly because before long, Caillou is throwing himself on the floor and banging his fist.
Silly old car! Silly!
Caillou? Most of the criticism comes from the fact that there are no consequences for his acting out. In one episode, Caillou even resorts to harming his baby sister when she's receiving more attention than he is. Much of the blame should probably be directed at the parents, but we can't deny that the Caillou hate train is one we're fine with getting on. Which kids show character did you hate as a kid but love now that you're grown up? Let us know in the comments, and you may see them in a future video.
Pacifica Northwest is the worst. And that's not just jealousy talking. I'd say that to her face.
I need your help.
You're the worst.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.